We have more data mined information, more leaked information based on a new hero that should be coming to the game very soon in the next coming weeks or the next coming months. Either way, you should be hyped for this hero because it's another medic hero, and I think it's going to be one very interesting hero indeed. And we do have the data mined information, leaked information about her abilities as well. So you know we're bringing that juicy information within this video. Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and today we're back on Paragon once again, and it does feel great because we've been off from gaming and pretty much making YouTube videos for quite a while because I've been trying to focus on my studies quite a bit, so I had to put as much time into that so I can get the best result, and that is what has happened. And obviously YouTube kind of fell behind, and that's sad. I don't want that to happen again because I'm trying my best to pretty much time everything correctly so I don't have to have missing days. I love uploading every day. It's such a great feeling. We did it one whole year last time, so I want to keep doing that, and sometimes we even upload 2 or 3 videos on a day, so that was pretty insane, and I'm hoping we can keep doing that in the next coming days, and hopefully get back on that grind on YouTube, mates, because we try our best to do so, because I know by the end of the day, a majority of you guys are coming here on a daily notice, check out my videos and enjoy them, and I'm hoping I'm able to keep doing that, and keep on producing daily videos, because I know it's going to put a smile on your face. So let's try and get into this video as quick as possible. So the topic of the video is obviously leaked information and abilities about the new character being called Medic, and this character could be coming in the next couple of months, weeks, we don't know. It's not official yet, but it's in the version 40 data mine information, and it's worth talking about because it's in the works. When something's in the works and has a lot of files based on it, it looks like it could be a possible candidate of the next hero for Paragon, and that's why we're talking about it in today's video. So that is the topic, and it's going to be one fun time. But before we get to this video, make sure you smash that bloody like button. Let's try to get 200 likes on this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Also, not too sure about what gameplay is in the background. I'm guessing it's going to be some phase gameplay. Either way, I'm hoping you enjoy that, and let's talk about the new hero, Medic. So let's go back to the version 39 data mine information. Let's read all the abilities that were mentioned there, all the data mine information, leaked coding connected to that character, and it's pretty basic. There should be something on your screen right now as we talk about gameplay. Medic primary projectile, so it seems like she's got projectile attack, or he's got projectile attack. We don't know if it's a female or male yet. Medic balance ability, alternate range, primary duration dots, so you'll be able to do some damage over time. Primary mark bonus duration, so doing bonus damage on a marked target. Most likely how Revenant and also Merigesh is able to mark a target and do increased damage on the target with certain abilities or damage output on the character. Primary radius, primary range, primary slow duration, primary slow magnitude, primary tick rate dots. So it seems like it's another dot damage ability, but also playing as slow on the enemy character that's been targeted. And obviously, if you mark that target, you're able to do more damage and slow on that particular target with your primary ability when playing as Medic. So that's an interesting ability. It's gonna be really good for catching people out, and then hopefully your team can back you up, because it seems like this new hero is going to be a support by the name Medic. It just seems right that it ends up being support. And obviously, having a slow ability and a little bit of damage is good, and it'll help your team pretty much chase that target down and destroy it, and catch that target out. So that's really great. Let's move on to the next part. Medic balance ability, secondary duration, secondary move speed max, secondary move speed stacks max, secondary regen duration, secondary regen magnitude, secondary regen stacks max. Okay, what it seems like is there's a stacking mechanic on this character, and that works with a duration mechanic as well. Like how Chimera is able to gain health regen back every time he hits a target, but then he needs to hit another target within 3 seconds, or it's going to lose all his stacks. The exact same thing is happening here, but maybe how you acquire the stacks is going to be different, and it'll work towards your movement speed and your health regen, or most likely an ability that is able to heal your teammates, like how FaZe is able to link to her teammate and use her health regen to heal her friendly target while healing herself. We could expect the same thing here in a different way, so that's really going to be interesting. The data miner has said it's going to be a range support, which could be a possibility by the way it sounds. All abilities are ranged abilities, how it seems a bit right now, so it could be a very possible candidate of it being a range support hero that's able to heal as well. FaZe feels somewhat like that, but I feel like FaZe is more the aggressive type of hero, and most likely this hero isn't going to be so aggressive. I think she or he's going to be more laid back and be able to pretty much help a team out and use the ability of sustain herself and also sustain her team. I'm hoping it's like a tanky medic healer, not Narbash, because Narbash does like healing, but it's not as good as obviously FaZe, but you know what I mean. Hopefully it's something great. Let's move on to the version 40 data mine information based on the character Medic. And there was quite a bit of information on this. And honestly, the more I think about it, this character does sound like Narbash a bit. Even though the codenames were different compared to what he had before. I think his name was Wardrum before he became Narbash. And this is a Medic codename. Maybe this is a rework for the character. It's really unclear at the moment, but the possibility of getting 2 supports really close is still something that could happen, because we've obviously had other characters in the past which fall into the same role and have been released one after the other. It could be a possibility that we expect the exact same thing here with the support role. So let's jump into the version 40 tags for Medic. Medic, antibiotics, projectile bounce, projectile destroy, projectile explosion, projectile hit character, projectile hit character shield, projectile hit world, projectile no hit, projectile spawn, reflect, and reflect shield. That is all connected to the antibiotic ability for the character Medic. This sounds really interesting. Reflect, reflect shield. So there's a shield mechanic of some sort which can be destroyed and explode, which is interesting. It sounds like green buff, but something you can apply to your friendly teammate through an ability on a support hero. If that is the case, that is pretty cool. And obviously the reflect mechanic is being able to reflect damage or some type of projectile towards the enemy team. That is what usually happens. So I'm guessing if you put a shield or reflect shield on yourself or on a teammate, you're able to negate the damage from yourself, but also reflect the damage back towards the person that shot it. Like how Yin is able to use her whip to reflect damage back. The exact same thing, but through a support shield ability. That sounds pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to happen, because all of these tags, honestly, this character seems like it's all over the place and they haven't made the set build for the character, which is something that you could expect through the data mining and leaked information of the character. It's always in the works. Nothing is ever set for a hero until it's in the last 3 weeks of a hero release that is most likely leading up to that hero. And Medic doesn't seem like it's going to be the next hero, but maybe a couple months after. So let's move on to the next ability that's in this information. Dot shot active, dot shot load, dot shot projectile bounce, dot shot projectile destroy, dot shot explosion, dot shot projectile hit character, dot shot hit character shield, dot shot projectile hit world, dot shot projectile no hit, dot shot projectile spawn. So this is a damage over time ability. That's what dot stands for, damage over time. You're about to activate this and load this. So I'm guessing you're able to have multiple ability stacks that you can use against enemies. So pretty much you're able to use one ability straight away, or keep that and let it regen or refresh its cooldown to have 2 chances to use that ability in the next fight. Whatever it does, it's really unclear still. Obviously, we know from the last version 39 data mining information, it mentioned a slow and a dot effect on that ability. We could expect the exact same thing here with this ability called dot shot. Let's move on to the next part, and that is called heal shot with the active coding on it. The dev comment connected to this is for medic heal shot active effects: heal shot load, heal shot projectile bounce, heal shot projectile destroy, heal shot projectile explosion, heal shot projectile hit character, heal shot projectile hit character shield, heal shot projectile hit world, heal shot projectile no hit, heal shot projectile spawn. And obviously with all these abilities, it's sounding like a range support. If you're able to shoot out a bolt, aka projectile, and it's called shots, it does sound like a range hero. And I'm guessing this will end up being a range healing support. Obviously Narbash is that close range version, and this is going to be the range version of Narbash pretty much, with some very interesting abilities. So that's cool, the heal shot mechanic. So I'm guessing you'll be able to do a burst heal, like how FaZe is able to link to a target when she uses abilities. She's able to burst heal in somewhat of a way. The exact same thing will happen with this character, but more dramatic in my opinion. And let's move on to the next ability, and that's called Pain Reliever. Pain Reliever, enemy damage, heal, projectile bounce, projectile destroy, projectile explosion, projectile hit character shield, projectile hit world, projectile no hit, projectile spawn, and self damage. Obviously this ability has very interesting mechanics. You can use it to do damage towards the enemy player, but also you can use it towards yourself or your teammate to heal yourself. Wait, is it heal yourself? That's really confusing. You can heal a teammate most likely because it's got healing mechanics, but also there's a self-damage mechanic on it. It's like 3 of the weirdest things to have. So if you do it to yourself, does it hurt you? Oh, maybe it's like this. You can do damage towards the enemy, or you can heal your target, or heal your friendly unit, but at the same time you're going to lose health. You're going to do self-damage towards yourself in order to dose out damage towards the enemy, or heal your friendly target, or friendly teammate. I think that's how it's going to work. That seems more reasonable in my opinion. Interesting. Let's move on to the next part, and that is the primary ability for the medic hero, which is pretty much the exact same thing. Really didn't talk about anything else. But there's another ability called Sedate, and it's got attack buff, attack slow, and cast. Okay, so some type of buff mechanic and also debuff on certain things. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome of that ability is. The next ability is going to be called Stun Shot. With an active, a bounce, destroy, explosion, hit character, shield, hit world, and no hits, and a spawn. Coding towards that ability called Stun Shot. Obviously, Stun Shot, it pretty much is going to sound like an ability that you can use to stun your opponent. Pretty cool. Obviously, that's going to help with pretty much catching out enemies and helping your team destroy them pretty quickly. Let's move on to the ultimate, and that is called Medic Ultimate with an active loop, then ultimate heal. Okay, there's a lot of healing abilities on this character, that's for sure. I'm trying to think of what character this reminds me of, and if you've ever played Heroes of the Storm, there's a character in there that looks like a medic tank. She pretty much has white armor, and she's got the green symbol with the medic sign. I don't remember her name though. It'd be fun if it was just called Medic in Heroes of the Storm. I'm not sure, but it was a character from there. That's the exact same feel I'm getting right now through his character. So right now, with all the data mine information and leaked information about the character Medic, we're getting intel that she does have a stun mechanic, a healing mechanic, a debuff, and a buff mechanic. We're also having some very interesting things like a shielding and doing damage towards enemies or dot damage, while also doing damage towards itself to heal her friendly targets. It's going to work really well in my opinion. There's going to be a lot of management with your own health. That's what's going to happen. But it sounds interesting. I'm really interested about this hero. And I want to see what happens to it in the future. So obviously, if we do gain more information about this character, Medic, or pretty much going to be the range support in my opinion. If we do get any more intel, expect it here first. And obviously, all the data mine information, leaked information isn't set for the character's release. So all this information we'll talk about today could be valid, could be invalid. Some components could be in the game, in the final release. And some components could be pretty much neglected and never seen ever again within Paragon. So expect the best, while also expecting the worst, depending on this character. So tell me your opinions on this. What is the best part about this character in your opinion? Do you like the abilities? And which part of the abilities do you like? For me, I feel like that self-damage mechanic while also doing damage towards an enemy and healing your friendly teammate is a very interesting mechanic in my opinion. That is my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. So make sure you did enjoy this video, show support, smash that like button. Let's try to get 200 likes on this video. Make sure you want to see more Paragon gaming content and gaming content in general on my channel. All you have to do is share it to your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry. Back very soon. Hey, Dats boys, you guys answered nothing yet. This Medic hero is going to be so tanky, with movement speed stacks, healing stacks, and a ranged character. Wow, now Bash is going to be put in the dirt, mates. This is going to be the new support main guaranteed phase. Get away from you.